What is arXiv? Free online repository of 2 million research papers. arXiv pronounced archive because the X stands for Z. The 22nd letter of the Greek alphabet is a gigantic online repository of research that physicists, astronomers, computer scientists, and mathematicians, among others, find indispensable. Over the last 2 years, non science specialists and other lay people have read references to bioarchive and medieval archive in news report of the COVID-19 pandemic, frequently described as preprint servers. Both bioarchive and medieval archive, which have played an invaluable role in quickly disseminating the conclusions of scientific research on the coronavirus to doctors, scientists, and health policy makers around the world, were inspired by archive.org, the original preprint server that published the 2 millionth paper, a numerical analysis titled Affine Iterations and Wrapping Effect, Various Approaches, earlier this month. arXiv pronounced archive because the X stands for C. The 22nd letter of the Greek alphabet is a gigantic online repository of research that physicists, astronomers, computer scientists, and mathematicians, among others, find indispensable. For 30 plus years, arXiv started out in 1989 as an email list for a few dozen string theorists. According to a long profile published on January 10 in Scientific American magazine, in 1991, physicist Paul Singh-Park, who was then a technical staff member at the Los Alamos National Laboratory, automated his colleague Joanne Kahn's email list, turning it into a repository which anyone could access or submit to say the articles. Thus was born arXiv, to which as many as 5 lakh papers had been submitted by 2008. It took only 6 years until 2014 for this number to double to a million and 7 more years to double again. King Sparks is now at Cornell University, where arXiv is also located legally. Kahn, whose exchange of string theory manuscripts seeded the idea of arXiv, is at UC Berkeley. Fast and free, while the material posted on arXiv is not peer-reviewed, it allows the wider community of researchers to circulate their findings quickly and freely pending peer review. Research could appear online within a day of submission, compared with perhaps several months at the traditional journals. This holds true for the life sciences preprint servers, bioarchive, and medieval archive as well, and made an immense contribution to speeding up biomedical research in the literary life and death situation of the pandemic. It's like the backbone for our field. The Scientific American article quoted Alex Coles, head of Scientific Information Center at CERN, as saying, "It's not only a tool for physicists and computer scientists, it has had an impact on the overall scholarly communication process." The Scientific American quoted the work of Lanu Kim, who led a study that found the authors of highly cited arXiv papers were increasingly likely not to publish in a traditional journal at all. Kim's team, the article said, found that the journals still had a significant impact on citations, but they were now more like curators than the main distributors of research. Some concerns, but there are problems as well. arXiv knowledge acknowledges support from the Simons Foundation based in New York City and a large number of academic and research institutions around the world, but is still short of resources. Now, small paid staff helps volunteer moderators handle up to 1200 submissions every day, according to the Scientific American article. "We are understaffed and underfunded and have been for years," the article quoted Steen Sigerson, the scientific director of arXiv, as saying. The article also flagged concerns over some of the moderation policies at arXiv, quoting, among others, physicist Deepak Vaid of the National Institute of Technology, Karnataka, Surkatal. "They are taking actions which seems to go against what the role of a preprint server should be." Dr. Vaid, the article said, pointed to inconsistent moderation and a lack of transparency. Thank you.